everyone, welcome, 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 welcome. I know, yes, I have not been active on YouTube. I do apologize for that. But, last year, life became a little bit challenging. I had to take a career break because, I was in a field that I was not too happy with. So I needed time to just refocus. And then I packed my bags and I went to Morocco for 6 months. And then I came back and then I started having anxiety because, coming back, trying to find a job, it's very stressful. So I was just not in a good place and I just didn't feel confident enough to come on here and do videos. But now that I'm in a better place in life, I decided that I will give YouTube another shot. And this is why I'm here. So let's get into the good stuff, the reason why I'm actually here today. So let's talk about how this whole solo travel life came into being. When I was a child, at the age of 3, I would say, I used to travel. I used to travel back and forth from Grenada to United States. And this is where my love for traveling became real, or a part of me, as if you want to say it like that. Fast forward, I migrated to United States of America and I told myself, you know what? I wanted to work in the aviation industry. I didn't care what it was, even if to clean a plane, fly a plane, work on an airport, I didn't care. I just love the idea of just being on an airport, being on an airplane. So for the past couple of years before I started traveling solo, I used to go back and forth from Grenada to America, from Grenada to America. And of course, Grenada is a beautiful destination. That's where I'm from. However, I felt as though I needed more. I wanted to see more of the world. In 2017, my family and we went to the Bahamas, and that's when my eye really opened to really open to traveling and seeing a different culture and seeing something different. I was in awe. I was like, wow, I want to do more of this. So I started reaching out to friends. After I came back from the Bahamas, I started reaching out to people that were my friends. I was like, yo, let's travel. Let's go somewhere. Let's do something. I even went on Groupon to see packages and I would send it to my friends. And it's like, they'll be like, yeah, we're going to go. And, you never hear from them after that. I reached out to several people who I weren't even close to. I was like, yo, let's travel. Let's go here. Let's do something. And they would say, yes, we're going to go. And then when it's time to actually pay for the trip, they vanish. I got disappointed. I was really disappointed. So then I started looking for different ways, where I can find people to travel with. So I ended up finding this app called Meetup. I don't even remember how I got the app, but I found it. So I signed up for it, and this app is basically people who might be, probably want to go somewhere locally or internationally. If you're going around the same dates they're going, you can meet up with them. So I ended up joining this particular group on the app where individuals were talking about they want to go here, and if you want to travel with them and stuff like that, which was pretty interesting. Then I ended up finding this girl. I could never forget her. I saw her pictures. She went to Thailand, she went to Malaysia, and she went to Bali. And she went solo. I was like, what? People travel solo? I was in shock. I never knew women used to travel solo. I didn't know that. So that was something new to me. So I reached out to that girl. I was like, listen, you actually went there by yourself? She was like, yes. And she started telling me about her trip, how great her trip was, how much fun she had. And I was like, wow, I was inspired. So I told myself, you know what? Let me start looking into solo travel. So I started reading blogs about solo travel. I started looking at vlogs, and I started trying to connect with people who have done it before. And I was truly inspired. And I told myself, you know what, girl? You've been asking people to go places with you. They're not going. Maybe you need to take that leap of faith and go by yourself. I decided to do something similar what the girl did, but I did Singapore. Instead of doing Malaysia, I did Singapore. I planned for Singapore, Thailand, and Bali. Okay. So I started planning out my trip. I started looking at, what I want to do, which places I want to visit, how much this will cost, how much a flight will cost, how much food will cost, how much transportation will cost, and so forth. So I started planning, making sure I was saving, because I knew if I didn't do it by myself, no one was going to do it with me. I already tried and nobody went. They weren't interested in going. They pretend they were interested, but they were really not interested in going. So I knew I had to do this by myself. So I had everything planned out. I booked my flights. I said, okay, this is it. I booked my flight. This is it. I started feeling anxiety. That piece of anxiety and fear came over me. I canceled my ticket. I told myself, what am I doing? Where am I going? Me by myself. Then I started talking to my family. You know, I was like, man, I want to do this. I really want to do this. And they started saying, you know, you're going to go by yourself. What if ninjas come through your window? What if this happened? And it's more fear and fear and fear. I was so scared. But I keep telling myself, if I don't do it, nobody's going to do it with me. So I rebooked my flights. And for months upon months before my trip, anxiety, my chest hurt. I would have nightmares. I'm scared. But I told myself I'm not canceling that ticket again. I was meant to go. So finally the time came. June 21st of 2018. I could never forget that day. That date, sorry. I went to the airport. I looked for my flight. And I just sat there. So surreal to me. So surreal. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm about to do a 15-hour non-stop flight, then another 4 hours. How am I going to do this? Then I started thinking to myself, people do this every day. There are people on the flight with me who's doing the same trip I'm doing. So why am I scared? Why am I worried about flying 15 hours? People doing it with me. People do this every day. Flight attendants do it every day. Pilots do it every day. So why am I scared of? So finally, I got on a plane. I took a window seat, because that was, I could say, the first true trip for me. I was doing 20-something hours flying to Asia, something new, different language, different culture. This is new to me. And I wanted to see everything outside. So I took a window seat. Finally got into Hong Kong, did a layover in Hong Kong. I did a shower. I never showered in an airport in my life, but I showered in the airport. I freshened up because I know that I wanted to start my day. As soon as I land in Singapore, I knew that I wanted to start my day ASAP. Finally got to Singapore. And I looked at Singapore and I told myself, what was I scared of? Singapore is so beautiful. All the stuff that I had imagined, all the fears that I had in my head evaporated. And I told myself, what was I scared of? This place is so beautiful. This place looks so safe and so clean. What was I scared of? Myself, me, myself, and I, and God. I was going around Singapore by myself, taking taxis, just doing things by myself. And I was so proud of myself. Me, I traveled by myself. I went to a park called Little India in Singapore. That was like my introduction to India, because India was one of the countries that was on my list, and I told myself I had to go. So that was an introduction to me. I went there, I ate the food. The food was amazing. What? The food in Singapore is amazing. And I was just having fun. I met people. People talked to me. They get to know me. It was amazing. Then later on the night, I took my flight and I went to Thailand. I came into Thailand. I flew to Thailand in the night. And I was just sitting in a taxi, just taking everything in. Because this was my reality now. There's no turning back. I'm there. I went to my hotel. I freshened up. And I went outside. And I went to a very, calm part of where, of the area I was in. Because there's parts where I was, there's party clubs and stuff. I went to the other side where it's calm and, just trying to take it slow. I went there. And as I sat down, 2 Thai people came to me, 2 Thai boys. They don't speak English, but they were happy to be next to me. Eat it! Wow. We tried to communicate and we laughed. Even if we don't understand each other properly, we just started laughing and just communicating the best way we could. And I said, look at that. What was I scared of? They don't know me. They don't know my name. They just came there, sat with me and started laughing and talking. and we were just having fun. I told myself, this is reality. This is it. This is what I needed to do for so long, and I did it. And for 10 days, I hopped around Thailand. I did it by myself. I met people. I made friends there. You know, people think that when you're traveling by yourself, you're going to be alone. That's not true. I made so many friends while in Thailand. So many people. I've met families. We connected. We hung out together. We ate together. We drank together. We partied together. And not one day I can say I felt like I was alone. Because people always try to connect. They don't know you. They can't speak your language, but they try. And that's why I always cherish Thailand, because I will always say Thailand is a great place. If you're starting off as a solo traveler, the first time you're traveling solo, Thailand is a great place because you will always meet people. You'll never feel alone. I never felt alone. 10 days in Thailand, and I never felt alone. After my 10 days was up, I went to Bali. Another great place for solo travelers. It's not as brisk and alive as Thailand. It's more where I was in Ubud, so it was very calm and private and very peaceful. But still, I never felt alone. And like I said before, all the fears that I had in my mind, they were not reality. Solo travel, you're gonna have to have courage. Yes, it's not gonna be easy as your first time. It's not going to be easy, but you have to have the courage. You have to build the courage. I would say if you want to travel solo, start off slow. Try to go somewhere you're comfortable with. Like I said, I will always recommend Thailand. If it's too far for you, try somewhere like the UK, France, those kind of places. Or even local. You don't even have to fly anywhere. Try local. Try going to a different state by yourself. Start slow, baby steps. And then when you build that confidence and that courage, go international. I love traveling solo because I have the freedom to do what I want, where I want, when I want. I get up when I want. I sleep when I want. I go here wherever I want. I experience whatever I want. It's my preferred way of traveling. Many people feel like they have to have a group with them. It's okay, but for me, it's my preference. I have a lot more fun when I travel solo. And solo travel for me really helped me build my confidence. It taught me patience. It also taught me how to communicate with others and how to connect with others. And I will always encourage people at least once in your life, try it. Try it at least once. Even if you may not like it, but at least try it once. I can guarantee you will see traveling differently. And I trust me, you're going to appreciate travel a little bit more. So guys, it was nice just coming on here showing proof of life. I'm still alive, I'm still well, and connecting once again. And I am looking forward to traveling in the future, later down in the year, hopefully, as I keep my fingers crossed. I do want to travel again, and I'm looking forward to go somewhere I've been before. I don't know where. I'm still doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But once I decide, I am going to definitely update you guys, and I will try my best to give you good content. You know, I'm just trying to figure out YouTube, and I'm trying to build my confidence to actually stand in front of a camera in public and talk, because I have a fear of vlogging in public. So that's one thing I'm trying to build a courage for. And once I ace it, trust me, I will be all over the place with my camera. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Just walking all over the place with my camera in my face. But have faith in me. Please pray for me. I am trying. You know, like I said, vlogging is new to me, but I promise you, as once I can ace this, we're going off from there. Anyways, guys, peace.